Guess I'm not going this way. There we go. Can't stop me. Well, not with that. Oh shoot. Whoa. This one's always spooky because I haven't been here in a while. Grass is really tall and I have no idea what the heck is in front of me as I come through. I almost did a header hitting a piece of timber there, like an old railroad tie. Well, here I am. Oh, yeah. You want to know what I'm laughing about? You want to know what I find ridiculous without that freaking light? I'm trying to position the camera and it's like someone with a flashlight's right there. You know what we call this depth? Oh, wait a minute. Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, by the way. You know what we call this depth? What they are calling it on the gauge? No, I find it really hard to believe, even if you want to blame some of this on the tide. 8.50 is what they're calling this. Well, it looks more like closer to 10 to me. I checked the level on the way here, or I'm sorry, I checked the level. There's that flashlight. No, he's up there. No, turn the light off, dude. Why are you shining? It's not a dude. Before coming, I checked the level and it said 8.5, and I was like, am I seeing that right? Because yesterday it was it's 8.50 today. It was 9.60 yesterday. It was just under 10 feet yesterday, and I came out yesterday and it was a total mud party because this river is dropping fast, right? I didn't come to this spot. I was further downriver, and I thought, oh, it's been a few days since the river got out of there, maybe I can do it. No. Yes, it's been a few days since the river dropped to let me into that one spot. But it's been raining every freaking day, and some days just buckets, just total downpours. The ground is waterlogged everywhere. There's standing water everywhere. Way too much rain. But when it rains a lot down here, it doesn't affect the river. The river is dropping as water levels other places are rising. Nothing around here drains. Nothing major drains into the river. So we could be flooded out by the rain, but the river could go bone dry because we don't have anything going into it. Our water's draining somewhere else out into the Gulf, right? So can I do this? Yeah, when the river drops this fast, a lot of spots are just really, really muddy. And even if the river has dropped for a while and you can get into a spot, if it's raining every day, it's going to stay muddy. Because, yeah, rain that hits the river and hits the banks affects it. But it's nothing compared to what's hitting the concrete on the other side of the levee. This river would be super high if everything that hit our concrete in our towns and cities around it drained into it. Now further north, that might be the case, just not here. What is the case here? The case here is the area I would want to fish for skipjack and white bass, because that's what's up, that's why I'm here, is further out in front. Everything here is shallow and very snaggy, not just with the things you see sticking up, the old weeds and stuff, but there's barge cables and other things down there. Here we go. Here's an example. Stuff like this, but not loose, just tight running tight, because this is the ferry landing, right? And the ferry's been out of commission for a good amount of time. We're not going to see it tonight. I'm hoping that it shows up soon, that they get it fixed and it goes back into service, so I can get over there and fish, because we're getting into a level to where I can get into some places I like over there. I'm gonna try this, and it's probably gonna be a disaster. Though it might be a total disaster tonight, it's right in the theme of this week. I've been trying to get out on my own, fish the river and other spots. Rain has just stopped me, and then the heat. So yesterday actually wasn't too bad. It got rain cooled, right? But it was super hot today and extremely humid. And it's in the 80s right now. We're feeling like the 90s. The field temp is supposed to be in the 90s. So right now, our game plan to try to skip over snags with the sabiki is to keep with a light lead. 3/8 is what we'll go with. Stick that in my pocket for the second being. This is just all the tackle I brought, right? There are other things to do, other methods that would probably work better, but I did not bring them. I just brought sabikis because it said 8.60. When you say 8.60 to me, I expect to be able to get out there. So just probably the tide is in, because I did not check that, and this is probably not actually 8.60. I would really love to be able to get up on the structure there or over there, but if I did, I would have Port Authority all over me in a heartbeat. As I walk out into the water, stuff is stirring. This water's pretty dirty too. See, this is really shallow. There's bait popping everywhere. This is super shallow. I don't know how deep I'm going to wade. We have a lot of clay deposit right here, so I'm not sinking. But as I walk out further, that might change. We could try to do a cast from here and see what we do. You're gonna have to bring it back fast. It's coming over a lot of stuff. There's probably stuff down there that is new that I don't know about, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff that normal. I know it's there. It doesn't change that much. There's a lot of new stuff floating on the surface. I see the fish here. It's trucking through. Tempted to put a 1/2 ounce on. Problem is, probably a 1/2 ounce would mean we're going to lose stuff twice as fast. We just got to fish this fast. We have chartreuse beads and white wings. It's a fish skin style sabiki. Oh shoot. All right, that's the death of one sabiki. I'm gonna keep accepting the challenge, but a wise fisherman, as soon as he gets somewhere, can smell disaster. As soon as I got down here and I saw that level, I was like, oh, this is probably disaster. It's got it written all over it. There's always people that get super excited when the river comes up, and then when the river drops like this, there's usually an equal amount of people that get super excited about it, right? So I am excited. I get excited about both, but there are times when it stays so high that I just get sick of it, because in certain locations, such as the one I'm in right now, this area, when the river's high, it pushes you out of a lot of really good spots and you're limited. And then when it drops, all of a sudden a bunch of spots open. But as the bird sings, you have to wait till the song is done, or you're just wading through a lot of mud. And I did that yesterday, and it did not work out for me. A lot of places right now are experiencing far worse things. There's a lot of floods in different places, and in the UK they have a water shortage. Their canal system is drying up in lots of places. In a few of the counties they have a drought declared, but it's not nationally declared yet, right? But I've been watching a lot of narrowboat videos because, you know, I'm into boats and I watch all kinds of content about boats. Been watching a lot of content creators who do the narrowboat thing over there, traveling all the canals, documenting the low water. Like, there are places where they're just closing the canals down because there's not enough water in the ponds. There's not enough water to be opening and closing locks, filling the locks. So you can complain about one thing, and then on the other side of the world it's the opposite and equally as bad, right? I just earlier, before leaving, I saw a video of the subway in New York flooded. So with this spot, if you snagged something in a direction you threw, don't throw in that direction again, because you're going to continue. I don't know what that noise was behind me, but it spooked me. I was like looking back like, is it the dude with the flashlight or someone else? Some ghosty? Did we just lose everything? Oh, is it the death of the second one? Oh, the second one, like, maybe forecast? Oh, this is such a disaster. Alright. I don't feel like losing more sabikis here. This is the opposite side. A little less clay, more sinky, kind of sandy mud over here. You know, this river is supposed to come down to like almost 7 feet by the end of the week, or by next week anyway. Oh, come on, let's go. Let's go already. So yeah, let's go. Let's see if I can do something somewhere else. I don't know. This is just, like I said, after a while, you can just smell the disaster when you come to a spot. Sometimes you'll be like, oh my goodness. It's because, you know what's up. You know you got bad conditions in front of you. Almost went back the way I came, and then I realized, that's right, I can't go through there without going around. You could call this an executive decision, but you could also call the decision I just made a straight up gamble. Hey. Well, yes, disaster. Sometimes you just can smell it, but not a total disaster. I was on my way to what would be probably just more of a disaster, and then I met someone cool that I'd never met before here in this town. And you don't meet a lot of people in the middle of the night in this town. There's like almost no 24/7 culture here. I'm going to do a video about that on M Hood Discovered later on. Yeah, you're right. Met someone cool, had a 2-hour conversation, and then decided no more fishing, just go home to the dogs. And I got one behind the door, pissed that she's behind the door. So yeah, you're right. Today at the moment is a disaster as well. But yeah, I don't know. It's raining. That's what's up. And it's supposed to keep raining until after the sun goes down. So maybe, yeah. Oh, shit. Gotta make something happen. I think I'm just going to open a door and let a dog come in. Yeah, you're right. Disasters. It's just shit you gotta get through. I opened the door. I'm enjoying watching my dog drink water. Red Bones are the sloppiest water drinkers. I mean, that water's just going everywhere. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. So much for that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, even more, so much more, for being a member of the channel. Waiting as I wade through the mud and the disasters that life just throws at me living on the river. Here pretty soon it's all going to change and things are going to be better again. But yeah, you're right. Until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.